section, intermediate students. So this master's path is going to be allowing you, if you're taking classes from home or you can't make it, to come in and ask the questions about what we're working on in class, and we can work on it here. Things that I can tell you from the get-go. You're going to start moving in ways you have not done yet in Tai Chi. So, the first section is very much on a right angle grid. This one is mostly on a right angle grid with some diagonals. So there are some diagonal moves. There are also some retreating moves, some moving backwards moves. There are some standing on one leg moves. So there's some standing on one leg and moving backwards moves. So just if you need a roadmap, the things that I'd like for you to start thinking about is backward steps, diagonals. So that will help kind of like, what am I doing? It's one of those diagonals that she told me about. And that starts straight out of the chute. So the first step is called embrace tiger, return to mountain. And where this happens is, so you've done your hidden hand punch in the first section, withdraw and push, cross hands, but instead of feet together, you go into this move, okay? The cool thing is, this move starts the third section as well. So there's lots of repeats. So we're going to get through this first chunk, and I'm going to tell you, you now know the first 5 moves of the third section as well, okay? Sure. So I'm going to show it to you first, the little section. So start from cross hands, embrace tiger, return to mountain. So I'm going to shift, lower the hands, just watch. I'm going to sink down, step in. I'm going to open the hands. I'm going to step back, leading with the heel. I stay on this foot, turn the toes out, shift, and press. Then it's going to feel different because I'm at a diagonal. But it's pull back, press, push, and single whip. But it's on an angle, which will make it feel totally different than anything you've ever done, but I swear it's identical. It's just on the angle. So we'll call that grasp the bird's tail. Anytime you hear grasp the bird's tail, that is a combination of ward out, pull back, press, and push. Some of them will be a little different, but that's what that means. And then we'll say diagonal single whip. Because all the other single whips are the ones you're used to, but that one that starts is diagonal. So let's try it together. So stand in your crossed hands. First thing you're going to do is you're going to shift to the left, lower the hands, turn the right palm down. So that they're both lower, right palm turns down. And I've shifted my weight to the left. Sink down, step in, and as I step in, I'm going to extend this hand in a beak. This hand will lower. It's kind of a weird broken down way, but let's try that again from the beginning. So, shift to the left, lower the hands, right palm turns down. Sink down, step in, open the hands, left hand in a beak. Now I'm going to sink down and I'm going to lead straight back with the heel. Okay? Now I'm going to stay on my left foot. I'm going to turn these right toes out. Stay on the left foot. Put the toes down, then shift to the right. And your hands will be here. Don't worry about the hands just yet. Very good, Mr. Payne. Turn your left toes in. Yeah, there you go. Turn your left toes in. Left toes in, Mr. Watkins. There you go. Very good. Reset. Shift to the left, lower the hands, right palm faces down. Sink down, step in. Left hand in the beak, right hand down. Step back with the heel. Stay on the left foot. Don't move your weight yet, but turn the right toes out. Shift to the right. Turn to the right, turn the left toes in. Your hands will be here. I'll shift more to the front leg, but other than that, it's very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Look at y'all pros.
One question.
Well, yes, sir. Release.
We're not in double dragons. Are we more of in a T?
No, you are on double dragons.
Well, I'm not.
That's the thing. It's double dragons, but it is going to look funny on an angle. One of the things that just takes practice with these backward steps is where does that step, right? So we'll continue to work on that. First, I want to just give you those dynamics of leading with the heel, not shifting too soon, because if those don't happen, the doesn't matter. Your feet aren't going to be in the right place anyway. So that step test that we've talked about so many times, I'm doing that here. I'm not moving this. And I stay here so that I can do this. And then, yes, this feels funny. And then I'll shoot. So, but so I'm here. If I turn towards the front of the room, I am in double dragons. But it is never going to look like it. I feel like I'm on a tightrope, but I'm not, right? So, you'll just have to play with it and practice it, which we're going to do some more practicing here. So, yes to double dragons.
Okay.
It's always going to look funny. So, this again, that feeling that I talked to you about, right? It's understand what feeling double dragons feels like to you, and then go by that, because when you start moving on angles, you can't always rely on what your floor tells you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so come and watch it from the front. I'm going to show you a few things to think about. Things to think about. It is crucial to stay bent in that front leg. And it may sound like I'm kind of beating this over and over, but it's so fundamental, and it will help you with so many other moves as you continue on this intermediate section. What I mean by that is this. Now step in. This doesn't move. It stays where it is. That tells me where I can put my foot. That keeps my alignment correct for me. What often will happen is this. So I've come out of it. It's gotten me too far. I'm on a tightrope. So if you find that's happening, check that standing leg to see if you're coming up out of it and then falling into the step. By the way, if you pay attention to that now, it's going to help you because it can happen so many other ways. So it's like one. That's one thing I can check. So stay, crouch, sink, step. Now, there are some proportional things that can happen. So that if I lean, I can step farther. That makes my Tai Chi, that's a little bigger, even for me, even in competition. That's a little disproportionately large, but it can happen. But if I'm learning and I'm starting out, I think not quite right here. You just learn to feel what double dragons feels like to you. You can, other mistakes that can happen is stepping too far around, and then I'm facing the back, or others too far around.
Yeah, I'm prone to do that.
So instead of stepping back from your hip, like there's my hip joint, straight back from my hip. That takes practice. Because we naturally think back and we think tightrope, right? So this is, so remember, sing jump step in is for getting your balance. Once you get your balance, I just step back from my hip, and that gets me into my double dragons.
Can I have you do something? Can you move this way, put your left leg on the line? I'm sorry, your right leg on the line. There you go. Yeah, do it one more time so we can see where it falls.
Oh.
I just want to see how far it goes. Okay, so it's not totally straight back, there's a slight adjustment.
Slight work.
Okay, thank you.
Slight work. And again, you'll learn you'll get the feel of it. So we're going to practice it a few more times. It's okay that the feet are going to be funky when they first start. It takes practice. And the more patient you can be, the better success you'll have. Yes, sir.
The biggest your counterbalance.
Use your counterbalance. So what this is an application. It's kind of a wacky one. Someone's throwing a kick. Someone's coming up from behind and this foot. So what it is catch the foot, push them that way. So that's what you're doing. All right, you want to practice some more?
Please.
Let's do it. Spend a couple minutes. Talk some more. Okay. And I talked a lot because I know you can go home and practice this, but these are new, and I want to get you on good footing as we start this. So, all right, cross hands. step back, stay on the left foot, turn the right toes out, then shift to the right, turn to the right, turn the left toes in.
Yes, thank you,
Better?
yes.
Yeah, reset. Shift, lower the hands. Take down, step in, get your beak. Step back, stay on the left foot, turn the right toes out. Shift to the right, turn to the right, turn the left toes in. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, good. Release. In the end, I don't see anybody doing it, but so this is excellent. Hands are open. Tendency to make clamshell hands. Don't make clamshell hands. Don't. So everybody looks correct here, but resist the urge to. Because remember, you've caught a kick and you've pushed somebody away. So it's shoulder, leg. So it's a big point of contact. Does that make sense?
Yes.
2 more times, and then we'll go. And remember, you can always go online and watch yesterday's class as well with Senior Head Instructor Fig. I will be 6:30 tomorrow. So there's Monday, Wednesday, 6:30, as well as the day class master's pack for this material. 2 more times. Embrace tiger. Return to mountains. One more time. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Turn your left toes in. There you go. Very good. Release. Questions? Got something to practice?
do.
Cool. And then I'll preview. So, like I showed you at the beginning, embrace tiger, return to mountain, pull back, press, push, diagonal, single whip. So, moves you know, but I know it's gonna feel, you're gonna be like, this does not feel right. I know, it does not feel right, but you'll get it. All right, good job, everybody.
Hi, instructor.
Mounting intermediate level students, students at home, master's class training dismissed. Good job, everybody.